Hi, mine's for David. I love your State Farm commercials. What's it like working with great football players like Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes?
Apparently that's hitting critical mass in the media a little bit, considering how much they play it. Oh, people are going to want to punch me in my own face more than they already do.
God, you're on one show.
I love how that laughter started from like, oh, that's funny, Dave, to like, yeah, no, that's pretty much me. It's like, oh, stop it. No, I would like to punch you in your own face. And that wasn't a denial laugh either, by the way. But Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes, I kind of lucked out with two of the hottest talents of different generations in all of NFL. Obviously, Patrick is injured, but he'll be back probably next week, which is great. Here's the thing when you work with A-list talent like we do on this show. Good save. Present company excluded. You are independent though, I gotta say. I will say that.
I didn't even have a comeback for that.
Yeah, you're just like, thank you. Just say thanks.
On your back.
Just say thanks. Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes are the ultimate professionals, super nice guys, amazing to work with. It was, you never know going into a situation like that where that's a whole other level of kind of, I don't know, pop culture celebrity / high functioning athlete. And he couldn't have been nicer. He was actually Aaron is a huge comedy nerd. And like within the first 15 minutes, we were doing like Blazing Saddles runs. We were doing like Zucker Brothers, like Airplane and like Top Secret bits. We were doing Monty Python bits. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. And you know what was also nice? He had done his research on IMDb about my career. And he was like, oh, I saw you in this, I saw you in that. And I was like, what's the Supernatural fandom like? So it was really like generous of him to have done his homework on me and like sort of show up as a peer, I guess, because I was obviously status-wise, if we buy into that, I was the low person on the ladder. And then Patrick Mahomes. Do we have any Chiefs fans here? Yeah. Boy, that kingdom is amazing. I just had the benefit of going to watch the Packers beat the Chiefs in Chiefs Kingdom Arrowhead. And this guy is so talented as an athlete. And going to be so innovative, I think. But also, he's just the sweetest guy. He's like a young man, 23-year-old, who just got this big smile and big puppy dog kind of energy, and was just like, oh, let's shoot this thing, and just he was so easy to make laugh back. And it was really fun watching those two guys on set, because you never know, like you have these like high-profile gunslingers, alpha males. And they just like wrote it up like within 5 minutes. Just like kind of like samurai, an honor code.
Hands up who doesn't know who Dave is talking about.
That's actually pretty decent. They're two big.
They play throw ball. They throw ball.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, so I hope that answers your question. We've had a really good time, so I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done. And even if you're not into football, you should watch Dave in these commercials. He's absolutely hilarious, I gotta tell you.
He's really good. He's really funny.
He wasn't funny at all with Supernatural, so, it's good to actually see Dave do what he's good at for once.
Can we have another boo towards Adam, please? Oh, I like you very much. I like you all very, very much.
Hi, how's it going?
I also love you, David, in the Hallmark movies.
Oh, bless your heart. Hey! Wow! I love this. I'm always fascinated by the Venn diagram, I always say. It's like, you wouldn't think Hallmark and Supernatural would overlap, but I see the overlap quite a bit. So I appreciate you, and I feel like I should do some murderous assassin Christmas movie sometime. A very Merry Catchmas.
Oh, he didn't think of that on the spot, honestly.
He's been working. I should fall in love with a
It's row I, right?
beautiful blonde who's come back from the dead to come save her young hunter.
Where's?
No,
stallions. I can be the stepmother.
Are we talking porn or?
I have done some homework after dark.
I know you have. Anyway, that's your my love.
I'm sorry.
So do you and Adam have other projects we should be looking out for?
I am officially after today unemployed.
No, this is not a
That is
recount. No.
what?
I demand a recount.
You recount?
I demand a recount.
Well, you're in the right city.
So
You're in Florida.
just no, don't go to Florida if you want to go. Oh, too soon. Yeah, so I have nothing in the works, but that's not uncommon as an actor. You go through sort of heavy spurts, and then it sort of drops off.
I know you do.
Adam,
Sorry,
the Monument Fergus, and David Heavy Spurts, Haydn-Jones.
Hand job.
We're gonna be at karaoke tonight with tearaway pants, so please give your tickets now. Yes, we are. You have something fun coming up.
I have something fun coming up.
You should plug your movie and then plug Nick.
I have a small role. Well, it's an okay role in a big movie that I did that Harrison Ford is the lead in. Yeah, and I play a little bad dude at the beginning of the movie. It's Call of the Wild. You know the book by Jack London? Yeah, so it's a reworking of Call of the Wild. It's got something for everybody. Harrison Ford for us older people, and then the cute dog for kids. But who doesn't love Indiana Jones? Like, you know, the dude was very cool. He used to fly in his helicopter to set some days. He'd fly himself in, and then he wouldn't fly himself home. Oh, hello. And there's a special guest, Harrison Ford! And then he wouldn't fly himself home, so I think he might have had a couple of ales or something. I don't know. No, he didn't. International. And then I've got a TV show that I'm going back to next May in Norway that I shot a couple of years ago. That still isn't on US TV, but it will be at some point. It's called Lykkeland in Norwegian, or State of Happiness. And I play a Texas oil.
Because you know,
Yes.
that's how you show up.
Yes, sir.
With Texas oil energy.
I'm Texas oil guy from Philip Petroleum, who helped discover the oil in Norway. It's a really cool project. Actually, I was really passionate about it. So, no. Dance, monkey, dance. Oh. Wait. Where's my friend who's the Irish dancer? Is he here?
Right here.
Oh, he's there. Okay, cool. We might get you up at some point.
Nice. Great question.
Thank you for
Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
You'll see all my movies at Christmas a lot, though, if you're still watching. Hi.
Did they do a marathon? Did they do
It's all marathon all the time.
That's
It's
awesome.
It started in July and end in July, basically. That's how all of our Christmas movies work. We're gonna start in July, then end them in July. But like a full year's worth. That's what I meant. Hi.
Okay, since Logan isn't here yet, it's my turn to harass you guys.
Oh, it's amazing.
Do what? Excuse me?
Harass.
Harassment.
Did
you see her necklace? Did you see her necklace?
I did not. I plead the fifth.
She's got a necklace that
Carry on with the agenda.
Pull on Oh, sorry. You smiled. Is that inappropriate compared to what we were saying on stage already? Now everyone wants to know what it is.
Oh. Take it. You take it.
Can I tell people what your necklace is?
Sure, go ahead.
Do you know what I do?
Go ahead, it's fine.
She's got a penis on her neck that when you pull on it, it gets erect. Which for all you little boys and girls in the audience who don't know, that's exactly how it happens.
On a very special Hallmark Christmas, miracles can happen in a
Yes, you were.
So the question that I'm supposed to ask you guys is, in your opinion, what's the best form of self-love?
Let me mention it. Bring it on. Stand answer. I don't know. Like, I think we were asked that question in a different format before. Maybe I'm getting this wrong, but like, perversion aside, I think just is talking to your friends a form of self-love?
Can be, for sure. Yeah. Intimacy, true intimacy, and not necessarily sexual. Like really being connected with another human being. And this is gonna sound corny, but love is the only thing. Yeah. Everything else is based off of that. And I'm not talking about popularity. I'm talking about true spiritual communion with other human beings. And that's why these are so special in an internet world, because we are here as cousins and family to show up and be together and accept each other. That is the best thing about this community, is just the overwhelming. No, it's true. You show up as you and you're getting a hug coming. You know what I'm saying?
I was at home last week, and a very dear friend of mine passed away very suddenly, and it was extremely sad. But in the midst of all, I found myself calling maybe 30 or 40 people that I hadn't spoken to, some of them in a couple of years, and I was like, wow, you know, John's passing is so sad, but you know, we had a beautiful wake for him and a beautiful removal and funeral and everything, but it really reminded, you know, at the end of it, we're all going, well, let's try and make an effort to be better and communicating with each other. It's so easy. It's so easy to pick up the phone and call someone, not text. Not, you know, I know how you feel about text anyway. Like, you know, it's really easy. It's just to pick up the phone and call someone. I would encourage everyone to do it.
You know, God bless me. I mean, the Irish do it right. I mean,
We did do it
You
right.
celebrate life, and the idea of waking up life, even in the midst of death, is pretty profoundly awesome.
Yeah. No.
You talk about communion in the best humanistic sense. So there you have it.
Thank you.
All right, now on to sex jokes. Your fair play.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi. I would like to know how you both reacted to your death scenes.
Yes.
Well, and that was before I came over.
You know, so you could come over.
Oh, here we go.
That's called a ape mating ritual, I believe. In the bonobo community, that is ethical consent. Any bonobo fans out there? Thanks. Well, can I speak for both of us on the first part of this?
Yes, of course.
Where, as an actor, you're sad. You're not just sad because your character died, you're sad because you're now unemployed.
True.
So there's a very human, real cost of your character dying on a show. But what was I remember texting you and being like, oh, they're going to be so mad at me, man.
Yeah.
I was like, literally.
My agent called me and she was like, so just, you know, my former agent actually, this is one of the reasons why. She's like, so just, you know, you die in this episode? I was like, okay, thanks for sugarcoating it. You know, and she almost says it as if she's like getting pleasure out of it or something. Which I know she's not, because she gets money, but still, there's a sense in there somewhere. And so I got to the episode, and you're flicking right through it on the very last page there I was, I read it, and I was like, well, if someone's going to kill me, like myself and David didn't really have huge amounts of scenes together on the show. We became close because of you guys, because of the conventions. And seriously, thank you. Okay. I'm finished. I'm joking. Yeah, I don't know. I hadn't died in a while as a character, and I hadn't been shot in the head as a character. I actually have, but years ago. And I kind of enjoyed the actual physical scene the way the scene was written. I thought it was a real heroic moment for me, so it was bittersweet for me, basically.
Join the club. Yeah, it was a bit of premature excitement on my part. I'm back. I'm back. There's gonna be all these fun things. No, I don't get to do it.
Well, people are used to that with you.
Oh.
You know.
Shut it. But yeah, that's what the show does, right? Just when things are going along well, as soon as they're going along a little too well, Misha said that as soon as the audience gets a little bit of happiness and closure on Supernatural, the writers rip the rug out from under your feet, and then they say, "No happiness for you." So, it was a great run. I can't even believe I made it through 4 seasons. So that's at the final. It was a pretty epic run. And I was saying this in the meet and greet. I love the idea that Ketch arrived when you really first see him. He's got the bespoke suit and the Bentley and the grenade launcher. And he's looking all posh and dapper. And then he dies all sort of scruffy and bloated in a sad, hospital gown with terrible emergency knickers that he's wearing, and without his usual, leather with inverted stud.
Amazing thong. Did you manage to wipe them from set?
Yeah, well, I've had them forever.
Self-flagellation.
But but just think about it. Okay, here's actually a question we've been talking about. Is Ketch's soul in heaven or hell?
Heaven! Heaven!
All those who say heaven, raise your hand. You can't, as a human, go to purgatory in supernatural canon, right? Only monsters go to purgatory.
Who says a place like hell or even worse than hell?
If Ketch is living in a hospital gown for the rest of his life, he's in his own personal hell. Just be happy with that. That bastard is gonna live in a crappy hospital gown for the rest of his soulful life.
That's great.
Hi.
Well, that's kind of hard to follow. But I work in a history museum, but it's a history museum about chocolate.
Love it.
Because I work in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Oh wow.
And my question is, if something of yours was going to be put in a museum, what would you pick and why?
Your reverse fitted pants.
In your own personal museum. In your home kit. Yeah. Oh, that's a really great question. So as a museum curator,
personal, an item or part?
Yeah, an item.
Could it be an item?
Like a book. Like a book.
I would say, this is going to sound so fan servicey. No. In a museum, I think it'd be, gosh, it's so tough.
I got one.
You go then.
So, as an actor, you get very few moments that you really take. Sometimes if you're lucky enough, you get lots of moments, but the real special ones really stay with you. And still to this day, one of the most special things that I've ever done in my career was be the first person to play character of a hero of mine as a playwright. The playwright was Brian Friel, he's an Irish playwright, and I studied him in school, and then I got an opportunity to do his play, one of his plays on the West End. And when you do someone's play for the first time, your first time ever playing a character, and the very opening leaf of the opening page of the book is where the play was first performed and who played each character. So it's always been something that I've been very proud of to have my name in, as the character, to be the first person to play the character in this play. So I put that in the museum. Thanks.
Yeah, very good. So because all of my film and TV work is pretty much everywhere, and you can get it, stream it, DVD, whatever, so that's just going to exist. You don't need to put that in the museum. But I was an architect and engineer in college, and I built 3 houses now and designed them. So I think it'd be fun to see the other side of me, like all my drawings, paintings, and portfolios, and drafting. I think that'd be a fun thing to put in the museum.
I'd like to see that.
All that sort of stuff. Just like a totally different side that I don't think anybody knows about me. Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
What's going on?
How you dancing?
So I was just wondering how much trivia you remember from yesterday.
As the trivia master, I remember quite a bit. Are you going to drill me?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
okay, drill me.
And you. So
Okay.
How many pillars are in the Lincoln Memorial?
36.
Nice job. All right.
What do they, I've got a follow-up question for David. What do they represent?
I wasn't listening.
The 36.
Hey, Max, bitch.
David Sweatpacks. They represent the original 36 states.
Ah, nice. Very
The
good.
last two states to be added were? The last two.
Sorry, what?
The
You're
last two states to be added were?
Canada and Hawaii.
That is correct! Carry on.
I know history.
Just one more, just for Adam.
Okay.
What was the name of the demon?
Thank you.
Exorcist.
What was the name of the demon in The Exorcist? Come on. Well, not only do they know the name, but he wasn't in the movie, he was in the book, and his name was Pazuzu.
Yeah! This is one of the fun facts I found out yesterday when I was doing research. Who here has seen The Exorcist, one of the best horror movies of all time? I was amazed.
Fuck me, Jesus, fuck me, Jesus.
I'm a very delicate flower over here. Jesus, give a girl a warning, would you? But this is such a supernatural trivia question. They don't ever mention it in the movie, but the demon in The Exorcist has a name. It's Assyrian and Babylonian, and it's Pazuzu. So on the count of three, I wanted to say Pazuzu. 1, 2, 3. You'll all be haunted for the rest of your life. You took my bait.
Hi.
How are you?
Pretty good.
You were pretty excited to take Haydn-Jones' photo op today. Can you do what you did? Will I do what you did?
She had the spirit of Pazuzu in her.
Amazing. You being Pazuzu. You being Pazuzu.
I'll see you later.
I squeaked demon. So.
Oh, you used to be a demon. Excellent.
No, I squeaked. When I saw you, I squeaked. Hi, David. You're my friend.
Hello, love.
First off, I want to say that I didn't think it was humanly possible, but I think my brain is even farther in the gutter now.
You're welcome. That's what Adam Fergus brings to the table.
And
Harrison Ford, everybody!
I feel like there are some spirits in these lights. And then the overcompensation. Wow. I feel like there's hijinks afoot. Get the salt, seriously, get the salt.
Get the
Salt
salt!
this room. Did you have a question?
yeah, the actual question is if you could take your characters from Supernatural, and obviously Mick wouldn't be dead, and you put them. Oh shit. I flopped it. It's a mental trauma. But which television universe would you put them
I
into?
love that question.
Like that.
I put mine in the West Wing. I think he would be good in the West Wing. You know, his skills are transferable. You could.
No, absolutely. You're a good bureaucrat, you type things well. Jokes, always with the jokes. Yeah, Mick Davies in the West Wing, I like it. I think Ketch would transfer well to the new Charm.
Yeah, I like that.
Like, you don't like the new Charm. How about the old Charm? Listen to a lot of Shannon Doherty Charm.
Brian Krause. You all know Brian Krause?
Yeah, he's a friend of yours too, yeah.
It's a good call. Davey would kick Brian Krause's butt. Brian Krause would kick Ketch's butt. Oh, Phoebe, excuse me. Yeah, I would like to see that.
True story.
I would like to see that. Oh, I'm trying to think of a better one for Ketch. What TV show would I put you in?
Starsky and Hutch. Ooh, Lucifer. That might be a good crossover. Yeah, that's really cool. But is there any CW universe he could like pop in if he wasn't dead?
Not really.
Teletubbies.
How about Ketch just shows up randomly in Riverdale? I have the red wig. I don't know if it was saw from yesterday. I had a hideous red wig. Hi.
How are y'all?
Are you filming this question?
Yes, I am.
Okay, very good.
Okay, here's the question.
Oh Okay, cool. Well, listen, let me get in the film. I'm done. Okay.
So the two hottest men of letters, British men of letters,
The only ones who please. I'll take it.
get together with the hottest Wayward sisters, Jody and Donna. Can you tell us what would happen?
Jody and Donna arrested us at our photo op today.
Yes, they do. That photo op. That was a good one.
I don't know. I think Mick might be gay.
What do you tell me? I thought that was just one drunken night at the victory. Listen, no shaming here, but right? Yeah, more survivors than friends. I think is the actual canon. Is the actual canon line. So what do you think would happen? Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, I don't think. Well, you would be both of their types. That's what would happen. If we got a little bit drunk on Scotch whiskey, they would just think Cash was a total arsehole, you know, which, to be fair, he is. Finally. And you would sort of charm them with your Cockney accent.
All right, and you can really put it the Scotch way.
Yeah. And I think you would hook up with Donna. Yeah.
Which one's that?
Which one's that? Said the Scotch.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you both for being here. This is awesome.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no, of course. So my question is a little bit for David. I just kind of want you to elaborate on your death, and I want to know how you feel that your kind of death scene was a little overshadowed by Rowena's epic death. And
Yes!
if you were a little upset about that, or
Yes!
no?
No, I mean, I think from a story point of view, obviously Rowena has been much more epic and involved in the show, and her sort of heroic sacrifice had much more play. But I also like that Ketch, again, just from a story point of view, it makes it a little sadder and smaller. That Ketch had this he went out fighting, he used whatever tools were at his disposal. I love the fact that he used friends for the real first time, I think, other than in memory. I think in his mind, he was bonded to Team Free Will. And again, I like the humility and the sadness and the loneliness of his terrible death. He literally gave his heart for the Winchesters.
You know, that almost made me cry.
But it's true.
Hey. So yesterday on the bus tour was awesome.
Thank you.
So I had to ask what was y'all's favorite thing that we did yesterday.
Oh, flight simulator. Oh, so Adam, we went to the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum, and Adam, me, just like the two big boys that we are, were like, oh, video games you can turn upside down and fly an F-16? F-8? What, F-4? F-4, thank you. F-4. But they have these things there where you actually get in and you strap in and you go full circle, you do barrel rolls and the whole thing. And so of course like, oh, we're doing it.
And we did it once, and David was the pilot and I was the gunner, and then we went back and we had to do it again. And it was great fun. But that was good fun. But just the interaction, the fun, making you laugh, having people laugh at your stupid jokes.
Yeah, I mean, again, just like getting to know a group of 40 people and having smiles and communion and little mini stories and little mini groupings and then chatting at lunch. And again, I mean,
some lovely chats at lunch.
Yeah, just you were our favorite part. Like, that's not, pandering at all. Like, Adam and I come up and we were like, oh, such lovely people. Did you talk to this? He's like, oh, it's so sweet, And you guys fill our tanks so much with human kindness and spiritual, communion. Like I said, it's amazing. We get so much from this.
I love it. We were fucking wrecked. Like, we did a lot of talking.
And a lot of walking.
I'd say you guys were wrecked, those of you who were there, but I was in bed early last night. Well, after you dined, wined and dined to be dangerous. Hi.
Hi.
So fun fact, my family's also from Ireland.
No way.
And I was wondering if your family was as superstitious as mine, because I literally had holy word thrown on me for wearing pentagrams or anything from the show.
From wearing what?
From wearing pentagrams or
Oh, really?
anything from the show.
No, my family isn't. That's so funny. I'd say if my grandparents, any of my grandparents were still alive, I'd say definitely. My ex-girlfriend was very superstitious, and not to get all morbid and sad again, but she was very superstitious, and we lived together with my friend who passed away last week, and she was at the funeral, and we were having a chat, and she had so many kind of superstitious things that she was saying about, that when we thought the house was haunted and stuff like that, and he just really reminded me of those stories. But it's funny how Irish people, it's all linked with religion, and it's more like if you don't, if you have the sign of the devil or whatever like that,
You're going to a supernatural convention. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. Be gone. Pea soup. Pea soup.
I do wear a St. Christopher's medal though, which is the patron saint of travel. My mum got it for me for my 30th birthday because I do travel a lot, and she was like, well, just keep you safe. Thank you.
Great question.
If I knew, I would have given him my
You're the Celtic Cross? Oh, cool. Thank you.
St. Genesius is the patron.
Hey, cousin Dally, all the way from England.
Hi, my question is for both of you, and if you could go back to a hard time in your life to give young self some advice, what would it be?
If you're going through a hard time in your life,
Yeah, some advice you would give your younger self, now.
Hey, come. You had a convention back there. Norton, shut up. We just yell at Norton. It wasn't just Norton, by the way. It was other people. Again, I get back to the basics. What? Just said it. Clean food, diet, exercise, meditation, yoga. And eliminate...
Don't smoke.
Negative people from your life. And look, the band is here. Wow, that flew by. Holy moly. DC. That flew by. I gotta say, this energy in this room is pretty great. You guys are a really amazing crowd. Thank you so much. So much fun. Awesome. That just flew by, really. Yeah.
Sorry for those of you who didn't get questions, but we have another panel tomorrow. It's another panel tomorrow. Come and join us.
Yeah, you guys around tomorrow. You're going to be here karaoke.
Karaoke.
There's going to be a lot of us in Halloween costumes, so I will be playing. Also, I don't know if any of you are getting photo ops tomorrow, but I will be in a Catch cosplay. And special Halloween bonus. In a long wig, if you want that one of a kind. Okay, I will be in the see Catch with long hair. You can get it tomorrow.
Curveballs. I'll be in a Catch cosplay also.